You are standing inside a divine appointment. Your arrival here has been coordinated by something far greater than a search engine, a suggestion, or a scroll. There is a timing in the spirit, and when that timing reaches maturity, the right message finds the right soul. This message has found you, not to entertain, but to awaken, not to inspire for a moment, but to reassign you into the season your spirit has been prepared to enter. You have reached a pivot point. There are moments in life that carry more weight than others, moments where something internal stands still long enough to hear a higher instruction. Right now, your soul is responding to that frequency. This is not a season for noise. This is a time for clarity. Everything you've been sensing, praying, and preparing for is now converging. You are not here to guess what comes next. You are here to receive it. This message is not permission to begin. It is confirmation that you already began. Every moment you endured, every quiet decision to keep moving forward, every unseen sacrifice, it all built the container for what you are now ready to carry. The stirring in your heart is not imagination. It is alignment. You are not stepping into something random. You are stepping into something ancient, written long before you arrived here. You carry a specific assignment. That assignment includes influence, increase, and impact. The form may be financial, but the purpose is always spiritual. Resources in your hands do not stop at personal comfort. They ripple outward, breaking chains, opening doors, and building what others were too afraid to even envision. When wealth arrives in the life of the chosen, it comes with weight and responsibility, not as a burden, but as a divine tool. You were designed for more than management. You were created for multiplication. There are people waiting on the other side of your breakthrough, people who will never know your name, but who will be changed because you answered this call. This is the nature of divine wealth. It finds those who can carry both purpose and power without losing their identity. You are one of those people. Everything in your life has been pointing to this moment. The way you think, the way you feel energy shift when something true is spoken, the way you've always known there was something greater assigned to your life. These are not random sensitivities. These are signals. They have been building for years, and now the signal has become a summons. This is not about reaching for something outside of you. This is about releasing what has been inside you all along. You are already coded for abundance. You are already positioned to step into overflow. The moment your spirit agrees, reality begins to adjust. Not because you force it, but because you finally aligned with what was already written. You have not missed your moment. You are not behind. The moment has arrived right on schedule, and your only task now is to respond with clarity, with faith, and with motion. You are not being invited to observe this season. You are being commissioned to lead through it. You are not hoping something might change. You are becoming the change. Now is the time. Now is your time. Step forward and take your place. If your spirit is in agreement, write it in the comments. I was born for overflow. Declare it. Let heaven and earth witness your response. And while you're here, tap into the momentum. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and stay connected to this frequency of revelation. Because what comes next will shift your entire perspective on wealth, purpose, and power. Let's go deeper, because what you're about to hear carries the blueprint to unlock divine abundance on earth. Let's move into the revelation. Wealth operates through alignment. The law of assumption calls you to embody the outcome you desire. It does not involve waiting or hoping. It asks you to step fully into the reality you claim. mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Assume it's already done. Live from that place. Respond from that identity. This is not imagination, it is agreement. When your internal posture matches the life you intend to live, everything around you adjusts. Your subconscious accepts what you repeatedly affirm with conviction. And once that happens, your life begins to reflect your assumption. Stop asking when. Start declaring now. The shift from question to statement changes everything. I am already a millionaire. I am aligned with wealth. When this belief settles, actions follow. Decisions become clear. Energy moves. The outer world responds to the signal you send from within. Thoughts carry intent. Emotions create charge. Actions seal identity. When these align, they form a magnetic field. The field attracts people, ideas, and provisions that match the assumption you carry. Thoughts lead. Think from a place of abundance. Build an internal narrative where wealth is familiar, expected, and active. Dismiss distractions. Focus your mind toward vision and purpose. Emotions amplify. Gratitude and certainty enhance the field. These are not reactions to results. They are ingredients for creation. The more you feel full before anything appears, the faster it arrives. Action solidifies belief. Choose like someone who carries abundance. Speak with conviction. Move with calm authority. Invest time, energy, and effort as one who trusts the outcome. When these elements move together, you stop seeking and start receiving. Opportunities arrive. People notice. Solutions emerge. Wealth finds you because your presence now carries alignment. You are not chasing anything. You are embodying everything. Assumption is not theory. It is integration. If your internal state is clear, external conditions follow. Where there is contradiction between what you think, feel, and do, momentum stalls. But once unified, manifestation begins. Wealth is part of your purpose. Your mission needs resourcing. What you are called to build, uplift, or transform requires support, and divine provision moves toward those prepared to use it for something greater. Your calling includes influence, increase, and legacy. You are trusted with a higher assignment. Wealth in your hands becomes fuel for impact. It empowers your reach, multiplies your message, and stabilizes your role as a builder. Faith is not separate from abundance. They support each other. Scripture confirms this repeatedly. Abraham carried covenant and overflow. Joseph managed resources and rescued nations. Solomon received wisdom and wealth together. These are examples of divine trust in action. You belong to that legacy. These blessings extend beyond history. They are active patterns, and you are part of them. You are not required to choose between spiritual depth and financial strength. You are equipped to carry both. When chosen people rise, systems shift, cycles break, new possibilities open. Your elevation speaks louder than words. It becomes evidence. It becomes blueprint. Others watch your life and realize what's possible. Spiritual and material wealth, when aligned, create a stable foundation. They produce leaders who operate in purpose and clarity. They create spaces for others to thrive. That is your role. That is your assignment. Everything within you is adjusting now. Your thoughts, emotions, and posture are coming into agreement. You are not performing, you are aligning. The frequency of your spirit is broadcasting certainty, and the world is responding. This is your moment. This is your entry point into embodied wealth. This is the answer to prayers, preparation, and perseverance. Now let's move into application. Let's translate alignment into action. Wealth becomes real through practice. What begins in the unseen must be lived in the physical. This section is your bridge, from internal belief to daily embodiment. Each step you take now turns alignment into motion and turns spiritual knowing into visible transformation. Affirmation is your first tool. Words carry structure, words shape energy, and repeated words spoken with certainty restructure your subconscious and signal reality to respond. What you declare consistently, you become. What you say repeatedly, you eventually walk into. Speak with authority. Speak with finality. Speak not to wish, but to anchor truth. A single phrase can redirect your entire vibration. Say it clearly. I am a millionaire. It is done. There is no doubt in that sentence, no delay, no begging. It is not a request. It is an announcement. This is the voice of someone who has seen the vision and agreed with it. Say it in the morning when your mind is open. Say it at night when your heart is quiet. Say it into the mirror so your eyes remember what belief looks like. Say it until your actions match the sound. Affirmations are not magic. They are mechanics. They train your mind to expect, your body to respond, and your spirit to expand. The more consistently you repeat them, the more naturally your decisions begin to flow from the version of you who already lives in abundance. Add variety to your affirmations. Include declarations about your worth, your purpose, your clarity, your power to impact. Speak them aloud. Write them in your journal. Visualize them being fulfilled. Once your words align, your feelings must follow. Emotion is the fuel that activates every statement. Words without feeling are echoes. Words with feeling are creation. Begin to feel the wealth you speak. Imagine the security. Embrace the joy. Hold the energy of impact, of giving, of knowing there is always more than enough. Gratitude enhances this. Feel thankful before the evidence arrives. Feel thankful as if it's already here. Gratitude confirms belief. It doesn't wait. It welcomes. Joy accelerates it. Peace stabilizes it. Excitement attracts it. These are not reactions to money. These are signals that call money in. Let your imagination assist. Walk through your future in your mind. Touch the door handle of your dream home. Hear the laughter at the table you've provided for. Watch yourself writing checks that change lives. Feel the reality until it feels normal. This is not pretending. This is preparation. Emotion does not always appear on command, but it can be cultivated. Music can stir it. Visuals can trigger it. Meditation can center it. Writing can ignite it. Use whatever tools help your system feel what your spirit already knows. Because when the feeling becomes familiar, manifestation becomes inevitable. You can take this further with physical cues. Create a wealth environment around you. Wear what makes you feel expansive. Organize your space to reflect abundance. Surround yourself with reminders of the life you're building. Build vision boards. Keep affirmations visible. Light candles when you affirm. Every physical anchor strengthens the message you're sending to your subconscious. Now translate belief and emotion into action. Action reveals alignment. The way you move, spend, give, and decide reflects the identity you claim. Do not delay movement. Movement multiplies momentum. Decisions made from clarity affirm your internal shift. Small actions matter. Choose based on trust, not scarcity. Buy what you value. Give from overflow. Say yes to investments that support your expansion. Let your calendar match your calling. Let your posture reflect your power. Walk into every space as someone who carries an answer. Ask better questions. Think like a builder. Execute like a leader. Ask yourself often, Am I acting like someone who already has what I desire? If the answer drifts, recalibrate. Adjust the feeling. Revisit the affirmation. Anchor again in the truth you've chosen. You are never stuck. You are always one decision away from alignment. Track your momentum. Document wins, synchronicities, answered prayers, and financial signs, even the small ones. These are confirmations. They reinforce belief and teach your mind that you are, in fact, receiving. This habit not only expands gratitude, but turns every day into proof. Doubt has no seat in this process. It leaks energy. It slows momentum. Even subtle uncertainty disrupts flow, not because the blessing has changed, but because the signal weakens. Doubt belongs to the ego. Faith belongs to the spirit, and your spirit is stronger. Recognize doubt when it whispers. It might sound like hesitation. It might take the form of unworthiness. It might question timing. When you hear it, respond, not with fear, but with affirmation. Replace the thought instantly. Speak what you know. I am ready. I am chosen. I am resourced. Faith closes the gap. It doesn't push. It agrees. The truth of your abundance was already spoken over your life. You're not trying to earn it. You're stepping into it. You're not creating from nothing. You're accessing what already exists. Heaven has made the deposit. Your belief is the withdrawal. Declare it with boldness. It is finished. I step into overflow. Let your faith walk ahead of the evidence. Let your identity set the tone for your experience. Let your spirit lead your decisions. Every time you speak truth, you shift atmosphere. Every time you feel wealth before it arrives, you speed its arrival. Every time you move in alignment, you increase your capacity to receive. You are not experimenting. You are activating. Wealth is not a reward. It is a response. Let your daily practice reflect this truth. Let your routine mirror your identity. Let your habits echo your destiny. Build consistency. Build rhythm. Build an environment where wealth is normal. Now, prepare to carry this alignment into consistency. The practice becomes a lifestyle, and the lifestyle becomes your new normal. Everything you need is responding to who you're becoming. This is no longer about theory. This is about implementation. And every breath you take from this point forward is a part of your breakthrough. You are not preparing to become wealthy. You are now living from wealth. This is the shift. This is the moment. And it is already in motion. Daily alignment is where manifestation becomes sustainable. This is the space where temporary momentum transforms into permanent transformation. You are not just creating wealth. You are becoming wealth in human form. To hold this identity long-term, you must protect the frequency that created it. Your mind is the control center. It shapes everything. The state of your inner world determines the outcome of your external world. Your thoughts are not random. They are construction material. And to build a life of abundance, the foundation must be reinforced daily. You don't visit the mindset of wealth. You live there. This isn't a weekend retreat. It is a daily practice. Just like a muscle requires movement to grow, your mind requires repetition to sustain the energetic shape of overflow. Start each morning by revisiting the truth. Say it before your day begins. I am abundant. I am aligned. It is done. This declaration is not a hope. It is a statement of being. When spoken consistently, it calibrates your thoughts, focuses your energy, and grounds your actions. Use your mornings to establish a sacred routine. Create a space, 5 to 15 minutes of quiet, where nothing interrupts your connection to Source. Breathe with intention. Visualize your life already in overflow. Speak your affirmations with certainty. Feel your identity expand in real time. This space becomes your anchor before the noise of the world attempts to pull you in every direction. Throughout the day, return to your alignment. Let your phone background carry a reminder. Let your notebook hold a phrase that grounds you. Listen to content that stirs your spirit. Watch teachings that lift your eyes higher. Your mind responds to repeated input, so feed it truth continually. Your environment is always speaking, and your mind absorbs what it hears. Everything you listen to, read, watch, or engage with enters the atmosphere of your belief. Choose carefully. Protect your focus. Choose to entertain messages that reinforce abundance, clarity, vision, and breakthrough. Your mind is not neutral. It builds with whatever you give it. Give it faith. Give it prophecy. Give it identity. Eliminate excess noise. Prioritize clarity. What you dwell on, you multiply. What you protect, you preserve. This is why protecting your mental gate is sacred. It is not fear-based, it is focus-based. Be intentional about the content you consume. Choose music that uplifts. Limit exposure to destructive news. Avoid conversations rooted in fear, scarcity, or gossip. Each input leaves a residue, and that residue becomes momentum, either upward or downward. Be aware of the voices you allow close. Every voice carries a vibration. Some people project doubt even when they speak with kindness. Some messages carry fear behind inspiring language. Listen deeper than tone. Discern beyond words. Make it a habit to ask, is this message expanding me or shrinking me? There are people who don't yet understand your frequency. That's okay. Honor their journey while protecting your own. Not everyone is meant to walk with you in this season. Distance is not judgment. It is stewardship. Your assignment is too important to be diluted by the insecurity of others. Be firm in the atmosphere you allow. Energy moves based on permission. Set energetic boundaries. Decline invitations that pull you into confusion. Step back from dynamics that pull your vision downward. Give yourself permission to be selective, not from pride, but from clarity. Surround yourself with those who live from possibility. Spend time with those who speak of faith, of vision, of divine timing. Watch how your energy rises around those who believe with conviction. These communities nourish you. They remind you of who you are. Create your own ecosystem of expansion. Build a home for your mindset. Place affirmations where you can see them. Construct a vision board that reflects your future. Listen to messages that match the energy you intend to carry. Your environment becomes a mirror of your inner world. Keep your internal atmosphere sacred. You are not required to explain your process to anyone. You are not obligated to justify your faith, your vision, or your pace. You carry a light that deserves protection. Not everyone has the capacity to hold it. That's not your burden. That's their lesson. Each day, your job is to return to alignment, reconnect with truth. Remind your spirit of what it knows. Realign your emotions to reflect what is already coming. Respond from the future you instead of the past version. This is the practice. This is how you hold frequency. When misalignment happens, notice it early. Don't spiral. Realign. Breathe. Recenter. Reclaim the moment. Readjust your posture. Speak your declarations again. Turn on music that shifts your field. Reach out to a mentor or a message that realigns you. The quicker you recover, the stronger your signal. Discipline becomes devotion when you remember your why. You are not doing this to impress anyone. You are not performing. You are becoming. The frequency of divine wealth is not a trend. It is a territory, and you've entered it for good. Keep showing up. Keep aligning. Keep expanding. Your consistency is building a legacy. One thought at a time. One decision at a time. One breath at a time. This is your atmosphere now. Make it unshakable. Wealth is not the goal. It is the evidence. It is the signal that something deeper has come alive within you. A sacred identity, a divine assignment, a spiritual inheritance ready to express itself through every part of your life. Money is simply one of the ways heaven confirms movement. True wealth begins in the spirit. It is not counted in currency alone, but in clarity, in courage, in conviction. When you embody wealth, you don't just receive, you release. You multiply impact. You turn your existence into overflow. This is the true shape of abundance. Your destiny was never built around survival. You carry a design far greater than getting by. You were not sent here to shrink into comfort zones. You were assigned to shift atmospheres, to influence, to heal, to lead others out of fear and into faith. That mission requires provision. You were chosen to live beyond the limits of stress and scarcity. You are meant to operate from divine surplus. This is why the call to wealth feels like more than ambition. It is. It is calling you into responsibility, into stewardship, into generational transformation. As your wealth grows, so does your reach. You become more than one person with success. You become a source. Others rise because you rose. Others dream because you dared. Others believe because your life became proof. That is the assignment. And you are ready for it. You are not accumulating. You are activating. You are awakening the systems of heaven and setting them in motion here on earth. This is legacy in motion. This is breakthrough that extends beyond you. Your abundance fuels a ripple effect. The moment you step into overflow, it doesn't stop with you. It touches families, communities, cities, nations. Wealth is not just something you hold. It is something you carry with purpose. Your identity is settled. You are not becoming. You are walking. Every part of you already knows. Now is the time to declare it with clarity. Let the power of your words finish what your spirit already confirmed. I am a millionaire. It is done. Say it until it replaces every old script. Say it until it leaves your mouth with authority. Say it without condition. Say it without delay. Let the words echo what your heart has held all along. Let them land not as a wish, but as truth. This is not a goal to chase. It is a reality to live. No more I hope, no more someday, no more if only. The declaration is complete. You have entered the moment where language locks in your future. Speak from completion. Think from overflow. Move from fulfillment. Now activate that truth in the spirit. Type 77 in the comments, not as a symbol of luck, but as a sign of alignment. 77 carries the vibration of fulfillment. It mirrors divine symmetry. When you write it, you agree with the movement of heaven over your life. It becomes a spiritual imprint, a statement in the atmosphere. Every 77 is a connection, a flash of light between you and others who have awakened to this same frequency. The network of the chosen is rising. As you type, you link into that momentum. The more it grows, the louder the collective sound becomes. You are not alone in this journey. You are part of something global, prophetic, and precise. You belong to a frequency that never dims. Stay close to those who speak from overflow. Build with those who think in legacy. Rise with those who live by faith. And let every act from this point forward reflect the inner decision you've already made. Live like the anointing is already on you. Think like the breakthrough is already moving. Choose from the posture of a millionaire in motion. This is not future tense. This is present truth. Keep declaring. Keep anchoring. Keep holding the vision, even in silence. Wealth responds to steadiness. Miracles respond to momentum. Favor flows where faith has been consistent. And from that place, let the world around you feel the vibration of change. Like this video, not because of habit, but as a signal. Subscribe to stay aligned with every word that continues to build this movement. Share this with someone whose spirit needs to remember what is already true. You may be the voice that unlocks their next season. You are no longer waiting for breakthrough. You are the breakthrough. From this moment on, everything changes, not because of luck, not because of pressure, but because of identity. The chosen walk differently. The chosen speak with fire. The chosen activate what others only talk about. You have made the decision. You have accepted the assignment. You are the answer. And it begins now.